Every event, date, and story in this video is based on historical research and documented facts from reliable sources around the world. Two simple drinks, one rivalry that changed trade, empires, and the world forever. A strange berry seemed to give goats endless energy. The story of coffee had begun. Legend says a shepherd noticed his goats becoming unusually lively after eating these mysterious red fruits. Soon, people discovered that these berries could create a drink that kept them awake and alert.
Far away in ancient China, another legend was unfolding when tea leaves accidentally fell into boiling water. The fragrant drink fascinated the emperor and became the beginning of tea's long history. Tea became a symbol of wisdom, meditation, and harmony throughout East Asia. Meanwhile, coffee traveled into the Arab world, where merchants and travelers quickly embraced the energizing drink.
Coffee houses soon became places for conversation, learning, and debate.
Tea represented calm and reflection, while coffee inspired energy and discussion.
Separated by thousands of kilometers, these two drinks were destined to meet. Neither drink knew that one day they would compete for the hearts of the entire world. The rivalry between coffee and tea was only beginning, and it would change history forever. In the 17th century, Europe discovered two exotic drinks. They would change its future forever. At first, tea was so rare and expensive that only the wealthy could afford it. Every shipment from Asia was treated like treasure that only the wealthy could afford it. Coffee arrived from the Middle East and quickly gained popularity across Europe.
Arnestein manned in free Rosh Europe.
The bitter drink kept people awake and soon became a daily habit. Demand for coffee and tea created new trade routes across the world. European powers sent fleets across dangerous oceans to secure these precious goods. Coffee and tea were no longer simple drinks. They had become global businesses. Ports around Europe grew rich from the booming trade. These tiny leaves and beans were worth fortunes. Entire empires began competing for control of the trade. Coffee and tea had become treasures, powerful enough to reshape the world. Coffee and tea were no longer just drinks. They had become two different ways of life. In Europe, coffee houses became gathering places for thinkers, traders, and politicians. Big ideas and bold debates often began over a cup of coffee. Business deals and new ventures were born inside these lively rooms.
Meanwhile, tea houses offered a place of peace, reflection, and harmony. Preparing tea became an art that celebrated patience and balance.
In Japan, tea ceremonies became symbols of discipline and respect. In Britain, tea evolved into a cherished social tradition. Coffee inspired conversation, while tea encouraged contemplation. Two drinks, two cultures, each winning millions of hearts. Their influence spread far beyond their places of origin.
What began as simple beverages had become symbols of entire civilizations. The world's thirst for coffee and tea would soon spark trade wars and reshape empires. Britain loved tea, but buying it from China cost enormous amounts of silver piers.
Tea had become one of the most valuable commodities on Earth. The desire to control trade pushed nations into dangerous competition.
Trade was no longer just business. It had become a matter of national power.
Tensions eventually exploded into war between Britain and China. The conflict revealed how far empires would go to protect their trade. Meanwhile, coffee plantations expanded across colonies to satisfy growing demand. Millions of people labored to keep the world's coffee supply flowing. Behind every cup stood wealth, ambition, and human sacrifice. Coffee and tea helped build global empires and transformed the modern world. But the price of these beloved drinks was far greater than most people ever imagined. Centuries have passed, yet the rivalry between coffee and tea still shapes our daily lives. For millions of people, the day begins with a cup of coffee.
Coffee has become a symbol of energy, productivity, and modern city life. Tea remains a cherished tradition for families and cultures across the world. To many people, tea represents peace, balance, and connection.
Entire industries and millions of livelihoods still depend on these two drinks. Every day, billions of cups are enjoyed in every corner of the planet. Their cultures continue to evolve, but neither has replaced the other. Coffee and tea remain two of humanity's greatest companions. Behind every sip lies a story of trade, culture, and the rise of empires.
Their rivalry was never fought with weapons, yet it changed the course of history. So, if history brought us these two legendary drinks, which side are you on, coffee or tea?